And don't you fart. This just in. Tom broke window. Newsflash. Welcome to ID. It is a THC Thursday. The redoubtable one, the law dog, the question one. The tripod is back. The NFL playoffs have reached the divisional round. And, I can't stand the fact that I have to say when I'm wrong, but the Buffalo Bills either found a way to win or Jacksonville found a way to loaf. I think Jacksonville
loafed.
Did they?
They did. There was about 5 mistakes they made. Not like all at the end of the game.
Yeah.
First half, they really blew it. They had a 4th and 2, and he slipped and didn't get it. I thought it was the right call to go for it. But
yeah, it was.
Looking back, if he kicks a field goal, they don't lose.
Yeah. I mean, look, the experience factor came into play here with the coach. Because for all he did in the regular season, the guy's hasn't been in a playoff game, and to his point, it showed. And again, I agree with the decision to go for it.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate
it.
The play did work. The guy slipped. I mean, but Buffalo found a way to escape Jacksonville. That doesn't really bother me that much because honestly, I still think Jacksonville is a better overall team if things go to where they think they could. And I'm not going to jump ahead of this, but I'm not afraid of who's left in this field. Let's put it that way.
You mean as a Pats fan?
As a Pats fan, I'm not afraid of any of these 3 teams at all. And I know everybody is going to sit here and talk about, they bent the Steelers last night. We said they were going to bend the Steelers.
Yeah.
No one is surprised at what happened last night.
It took a long time.
This is the thing that encourages the shit out of me. If anybody is scared of that Texans defense, they're the offense rather. They have no offense.
The only thing to be scared of is the defense.
Yeah.
The defense is legit.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. The odds of them. It's very difficult to get a defensive score in a playoff game. It is another thing to get 2. If you think that the Houston Texans are coming up to New England and getting 2 defensive touchdowns next Sunday night, good luck. It's not happening. It's not happening. And I got news for you. Their one difference maker is probably out, Nico Collins.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably out.
He took
a real shot. And if he is out, they're going to have a hard time getting to 10 points unless the Patriots really... The Pats would have to do what they did against Pittsburgh in Week 3, which I don't see happening. But anyway, look, they went up there. They were impressive. But look, I didn't think Pittsburgh should have been in. This was fool's gold. Pittsburgh never should have been in the postseason, and it showed. And this is the thing. As bad as that Pittsburgh offense was, it was 10-6 going into the 4th quarter before the wheels fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
And that came in the form of, say it with me, boys, Aaron overrated fucking Rodgers. Oh, it was beautiful, America. First he gets bitch slapped and knocks the ball out. They run that in. And then he throws it right between the 5 and the 6. And the guy, whatever it was, he runs that back.
I wasn't watching by the time that happened.
Oh, I fucking loved it. It was beautiful.
I mean, there were a couple darts he threw. Like, he threw one where DK should have caught it. It went right through his hands. It dropped it. There were a couple where he was running and threw it, and I was like...
DK actually made a good move and beat the guy, and then he dropped
that pass made me think he might come back next year. Because I'm like, if he can still throw like that, he could be a backup somewhere.
He's better than some of the starters.
Of
course
he is. He's not coming back as a backup.
You don't think no, he won't come back as a backup.
Never come back. He has to be a starter.
He could start in several places. If you don't have a young guy you're trying to develop.
If you're a team that is a quarterback away and you think he's it, I don't.
You just need somebody to go in and F it up.
I am on the record of saying I don't agree with you. I think the man's a loser, but it's up to you.
No, okay? you've been right on that.
He's a loser.
For years
he's
now.
A loser.
They wanted him to be a winner so bad. He's like Josh Allen. They want him to be a winner so bad, but he's got to get it done.
Well, and the tough part about bringing him in is if shit goes wrong, he doesn't. He makes it worse.
Yeah.
You know, and as a veteran, you need a guy to steady it.
Yeah.
Not come in and start throwing people under the bus and talking about how everybody isn't coming to meetings and shit.
And obviously he doesn't have his finger on the pulse anymore like he used to, because even today, earlier this morning, when he mentioned that about Mike Tomlin, he goes, "You got to be an idiot if you think to fire Tomlin," and then steps down. So it's like, obviously you didn't know.
But he stepped down.
Well,
he did. Something tells me.
I think you may have been right about this the other night. They gave the option to step down. They were going to fire you, kind of like what the Pats did.
It's respect. Yeah.
The Pats and the Belco have mutually agreed to part ways.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. That was get the fuck out.
Yeah, but we'll let you save face.
But because you had somebody do those six banners up there, we'll mutually agree to part ways.
Yeah.
And we're gonna put.
And you never had, and it is impressive that he never had a losing season. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Crazy to think he hasn't won a playoff game since
10 years.
2016.
Yeah, he hadn't won a Super Bowl since what? What is it like?
He won
43, so 17 years ago.
I mean, I think if I pulled,
Whenever they beat Green Bay, was that the one? That
I think they beat. No, they lost.
No,
to
they beat the
they lost to Green Bay. They beat the Cardinals.
Oh,
San
the
Antonio
Cardinals when the
I thought that game was
they
over.
said Larry Fitzgerald's both feet weren't down on the touchdown, but the replay shows they were.
San Antonio's were barely in when he caught that.
I'm saying it was a great game.
That was a great game.
Kurt Warner, all-time great quarterback. Two teams.
Love Kurt Warner. Yeah.
But the thing is, like, look, if I polled the Pittsburgh Steelers fans over the last 20 years, would you rather have a guy that didn't have a losing season, or would you rather have a guy that won 6 Super Bowls? I think I know what their answer would be.
Yeah, that's
so I don't really give a fuck about you didn't have a losing season. Eat a dick. Okay? By the way, because he never had a losing season, you never got a fucking quarterback afterward. So he should have tanked one or two and got a franchise.
Oh, right.
Because, by the way, that's why he left. Because once again, where is Pittsburgh drafting? They're not going to get a quarterback. They're fucked. If Aaron ain't coming back to Pittsburgh without Tom.
And they
just now where are the Steelers right now?
Everybody they tried just did not work out.
If you're a Steeler fan right now,
they could have picked Jackson Dart.
They could have. Yeah.
They could have picked.
I understood the Kenny Pickett pick. I understand that pick. He's a local guy, right? It was a terrible pick.
The point is they didn't pick him. So
and they traded for Justin.
Where they were, they did have some options, but they didn't.
They had Aaron was their option.
Yeah.
All-world Aaron.
Yeah.
All-world Aaron. Greatest thrower of the football I've ever seen. You know who else I heard that about? Dan fucking Marino. How many rings did he got, by the way? Oh, 0. Fuck off.
But Dan Marino has a much better touch than Aaron Rodgers.
Dan Marino is probably the best pure passer I've ever fucking seen. He's just not the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. Not even fucking close.
Definitely.
Because here's the thing about being a quarterback. Arm strength, and that's one thing. That's one thing, okay? Being a quarterback is about being a leader. He's the general. He's the guy. He's the coach in the field. He's the guy that makes everybody around him better, or he's a stat sheet stuffer who leaves everybody behind. And that's why I keep saying Troy Aikman's probably the most underrated quarterback ever, because he's got 3 and 4 years, and everybody blasts him for Emmitt Smith. And I'm like, well, you know why Emmitt Smith is so fucking good? Because Troy Aikman was his fucking quarterback. Because you couldn't put Aikman in the box and see Buffalo, who tried, and then Aikman torched him for 4 touchdowns and 400 yards passing. Because he's Troy fucking Aikman. So I don't want to hear this shit.
Herschel Walker trade too.
That's building the team. That's building the team.
Was so
but you have to have at the end of the day, you have to have a leader of that team.
Yep.
We just sat here in the last episode and talked about what a fucking fraud John or Jim, whatever the fuck, whichever Harbaugh it is, who couldn't get that loaded Ravens roster to a Super Bowl for the past 5 fucking years. The guy won a league MVP or 2. He had Derrick Henry, who was arguably the best back in the game the past 5 years. He couldn't get out of the divisional
Jim's got a couple lows too the past 2 years as well.
They both do.
Yeah.
They both do. I
thought the Chargers played pretty well the other night against the Pats.
Chargers defense was every bit as good. They were second in the league in sacks. That defense gave the Pats all they could handle. And by the way, if Drake May didn't have 2 turnovers in the red zone, it probably would have been 31-3.
Yeah.
So
he's got to clean that up because Houston will.
But this is the thing. I think here's the problem for Houston. It's just like them getting 2 touchdowns against Pittsburgh. Right. That ain't going to happen again. Yeah. And Drake May this was Drake May's first playoff game. Mm-hmm. First one against a very good defense. The second half, 11 for 14, 173 and a touchdown. And by the way, that fucking throw, did you see the touchdown pass
to
Henry? Mm-hmm. Are you talk about a seed? He is rolling left, throws it off his back foot and drops it over the linebacker and under the safety. Are you in that tight of a window? Are you fucking? That was Brady shit. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. And he had a bad night by his standards.
I was really surprised in that first drive where the Chargers got it down and they went for it and they didn't kick a field because knowing how conservative Harbaugh is.
Dumbass.
He should just kick the field goal.
Kick the fucking field goal.
Put the points on the board.
There is nothing more deflating than coming away with nothing.
Yeah.
Their short yardage offense was trash. They just kept getting stonewalled. I was like, my God.
The Pats defense is healthy. And when it was healthy,
no, you're right. That guy, Melvin Williams, definitely.
I'm telling you, he had 2 sacks in this game. They had 6 sacks overall. Spillane was running all over the place again. That's the linebacker that with all he was back. And oh look, they ran for 87 yards, and the bulk of it was by the quarterback on broken plays.
Yeah,
their running backs didn't do shit. So the Pats defense is intact now. That's a problem, okay? Because Houston's offense isn't good to begin with. They're going to struggle to get to 10. I'm telling you that right now.
Dude, CJ Stroud.
He doesn't look good.
That was
Doesn't
a
look good.
terrible performance.
It almost looks like he was trying to throw the game.
If that was anybody other than Pittsburgh,
How many,
they would
4
have
fumbles?
lost.
Was it
Dude,
4?
He had 3 turnovers.
How many times did he just drop the snap? And look, one of them I think wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Most of them, he was turning his head as the ball was
Before
coming.
he even caught the ball.
You're trying to look at the. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
this is the playoffs.
Yeah. And he's got 5 playoff games under his belt. He's not a rookie here.
It was like Daniel Jones rookie year shit.
Yeah.
Like running around with the ball out, like, go ahead, smack it out of my hand.
Yeah.
Like when you're in traffic, you can't. May did that on his fumble.
Well,
It was
May,
like he wanted to do too much.
May made 2 mistakes in that he was trying to make a play when he should have just thrown it away.
Yeah.
He didn't have to make
Right.
a play. This is where, and I'm telling you right now, this is what I love about McDaniels. He's going to be looking at that tape all week long going, you can't do that against this defense.
And you don't need to.
You don't need
because
to.
of that offense.
Just throw it away. The
You
Patriots,
could play a conservative football probably and just win it.
they can win this game 17-3.
Dude,
Yeah, exactly, right.
We said it against the Chargers. Don't turn the ball over. You can win kicking field goals.
Yes, you can.
It's the same shit
Yeah.
with this
The
team.
Pats defense is elite when it's intact. And I will tell you right now, they're much better than the Pittsburgh defense, which forced 3 turnovers on this kid.
Yeah.
They're much
Yeah.
better than the Pittsburgh defense.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Dude, the only team they'll have to really score against is the Bills.
which they've proven they can do.
Right.
If the Bills
Because
get there.
the Broncos offense is similar.
Well, we're going to talk about this too. The Broncos have been sitting there. Now, I will say this: if I'm Denver, I would much rather have seen Trevor Lawrence again than Josh Allen,
Right.
because they're not. I don't believe. It's just, Jacksonville isn't going into Denver twice in the same season and winning. They're not doing it. Okay, they're not doing it. But Buffalo, with that quarterback, can they go in there and win? Yeah, they can. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll tell you what. Buffalo's defense can be had. You can throw and run on them all day long.
Yeah.
Buffalo's not favored, right?
No, they won't be.
No.
They won't be.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Lawrence threw a couple bad picks. The pick in the first half
That
was
was
just like,
awful.
oh, man. Dude.
Josh Allen's due for a loaf in the playoffs, but I don't know if it's going to be this week
I
or
don't
next
think
week.
it's this week. I think it's.
Dude, he took a beating.
If things go true to form here, the thing is, the reason Buffalo has a chance against Denver is because they can run the football. They have Cook, the running back, and because Josh can have one of those games, which, by the way, he just had.
Mm-hmm.
So, can he have another one? Yeah, he could.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the coaching matchup here really favors Denver. No one's going to tell me this guy's a better coach than.
Then you guys will have the home field, right?
We would if Buffalo won.
If Buffalo, gotcha.
We only go to Denver if Denver wins.
Gotcha.
Get a 1 seed, which I don't mind. The Pats are 8-0 on the road.
Yeah,
I'm not worried about.
It just sucks going to Denver.
It sucks going. The altitude fucks with you. But the thing is, Vrabel's played in that as a player. He knows that altitude is better than anybody. But I'm not worried. This to me is the Pats to lose. If they don't get to the Super Bowl based on what's left, I'm going to be disappointed. Somebody better get hurt, like Drake May. Because that's the only excuse I'm taking. No, I'm saying he needs to go down or have a shit himself for them not to win this thing. Because honestly,
he's good enough to take them.
He's good enough to take them there. They're the best all-around team left in this thing. Them in Seattle, I would argue. And again, Seattle, I don't know about. I like Darnold. I don't know if Darnold's as good as Drake May.
Darnold owes us a loaf too in the playoffs.
He does.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like.
But you're right. It could be.
I feel like he's had his loaves.
And now that Kittle's out, you're right.
And they lost Kittle.
It's probably going to be an NFC West. Rams, Seahawks, I could see it.
Could be.
And I think the the Rams might come out.
Yeah, I'll go for stat.
The Rams didn't.
No,
they barely got out of there alive.
Dude, fucking Bryce Young looked good.
He can play.
Yeah.
That kid is better than we thought.
I think they underestimate. But Carolina was like that all season. They'd have these games that you're like, wow, they're pretty good. And then all of a sudden they'd be like,
get some consistency.
They got
yeah, they will.
If
They're getting better.
If I'm the Carolina Panthers, you got to get into free agency and get this guy. That kid they drafted, McMillan,
solid.
He's legit.
They get another guy.
Get another guy.
You're right.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they got to build this kid.
They have the running game.
Yep, I'm telling you, they got to build around this kid. This kid is a winner. He was a winner at Alabama. We underestimated him too, but I'll tell you what, since the end of last season to now, he's had a great year and a half. The kid can play.
Mm-hmm. And
they didn't lose because of him.
There's some up and downs, but
he's still young.
And he's small. So sometimes it's hard for him. Especially whenever you see him.
Drew Brees was small.
But whenever you see him if they have the ball at the 5-yard line, that's really hard for him.
Tough
Because everybody, the play is just past the O-line.
But again, if you have a running game, which they do,
Yeah.
you can run that and you can play action and roll him out because he's very good on the rollout.
They got Uncle Rico.
Give him, you can do a lot of stuff with him. You don't have to
root for them.
I was rooting for them, but I didn't think they were going to beat the Rams twice, and they didn't. But I'll tell you right now, they almost did.
Yeah.
They almost did. I mean, so I give them a lot of credit. The Carolina Panthers, if they do this right, they're not going anywhere.
Dude, and they had 2 mistakes in that first half. Well, they probably had more than that. But after they started coming back, they muffed a punt. Yes. And they also had I don't know. It was like a 3rd and short, and they were about to convert.
But everybody's healthy for the Rams.
And Bryce Young dropped it off to his running back.
So I can't see them losing.
Well,
they're
going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Right?
The Rams?
Yeah, it's Rams at Chicago.
Yeah. What's the weather going to be like there?
It's going to be cold.
It's going to be cold.
Chicago
could fucking beat them.
They can beat them.
They could.
Because, they can beat them.
Did you see that throw that Caleb Williams made?
I'll tell you what, the Packers, that team.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't get a chance to watch that one.
But he also had some shitty throws.
I know, but you see why people fall in love with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
he's an exciting guy. Like
on a 4th and 8,
he's
with
a big
the game
play
on
guy.
The line, they were down 2 scores.
Yeah.
4th and 8, he's running to the side, falling down, and fucking drops a dime.
Yeah, in between
yards down
between 4 defenders and hits the guy. Like
Booger McFarland was saying it was the greatest throw he's ever seen. I thought that was a little much.
That's a little much.
So much. They do that on ESPN.
But no, it was
sensationalized.
But it's a throw that you'll remember for a long time.
It's a defining throw for him. And it's
Well, he had some moments like that at USC too.
He won the Heisman.
That's what I'm saying. More than see why people fell in love with him.
My problem with him has always been he doesn't make those around him better. I still don't know if that's true. I know he has the Lions OC, and that helps a lot. That helps a lot because it certainly hurt the Lions not having him. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So,
but what's crazy? They went 9-8 and had a couple of loafs.
Yeah.
Even still, so it's like, gosh,
Minnesota.
Twice.
Good God.
You beat Chicago twice, though.
I know.
All right, I just want to show him this.
You didn't see this throw?
I didn't see it. No.
You didn't see it on SportsCenter? They must have shown it 50 fucking times.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to watch it again because I can't stand the kids. So Tom's going to put it right in my face.
I had not seen it.
All right, here, watch this throw. Watch this. Look at this throw. Look at that.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
I mean, it's in between 4 guys.
And he's throwing across his body and
falling down. Yeah. When they show it in slow-mo, it's even more impressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, they didn't show it in slow-mo.
That's all right.
I think it was quite impressive the way it was.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I think we got the gist of it.
But when you see the back side of it, and he's literally off the ground when he makes the throw.
Man.
It's crazy.
No one questions his talent. Again, with me, it's just like with A-Rod. It's between the ears. It's between. And by the way, if you heard him in the post game, you know exactly what I'm talking about because he managed to throw his team under the bus and then try to pull them out in the same breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have heard his post game. What a donkey!
Oh, Ben.
Just fucking well.
Was this when he was talking shit about LaFleur?
I don't know what he said about LaFleur, but he was talking about his team.
Ben Johnson?
No, fucking Caleb.
Caleb. Oh, Caleb.
Fucking
I saw the one on the field where he was like, "We understand that you got to come in here and play hard. We understand," and I was just like. Stop repeating the start of the sound. It's just say and.
Yeah.
He's a donkey. And honestly,
I didn't know they
we will pick these games. We'll pick these games on Friday night, but the thing is, yes, they can win because they're at home in the cold, and the Rams are on a cold weather team. So right there, the Bears are going to have an advantage. Yes, having Devontae Adams back makes a difference. Why not? The guy's an all-world receiver.
Yeah.
You can't.
Stafford's played in the cold too.
Stanford's played in the cold, but he also struggled in Philly in the cold last year.
Yeah.
So he's not exactly.
It was kind of the snow too. It was like a snow game.
We don't know. This is Chicago in January.
Could be. Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen.
That's true.
They're right off the lake there. Who the fuck knows what's going to hit them?
That's right.
But
Get that lake effect and nasty wind.
The weather in Chicago this weekend. I'm just saying that could play a factor. If the weather is bad and the Rams can't throw the ball because of the weather, that favors Chicago too. So I'm just saying, to me, it's a coin flip game. If it was in LA, I'd favor him by 2 touchdowns. But it's in Chicago.
That's going to be an exciting game.
It will be an exciting game.
Yeah.
So we will preview all those games on Friday, and we will pick them. But I will say this, that the Seattle-San Fran round 3, both, if you saw the first 2 games, this is like fucking Rocky Apollo 2. This is going to be a hell of a game this weekend.
When's the game? Sunday?
The Bears?
Yeah.
Or Sunday night?
16 and 9. Those are
It's Sunday night, 16 degrees. Yeah, fuck
yeah.
that.
That's the
Sunday
high.
night is Bears.
Bears, yeah.
Yeah.
The Pats are at 3 o'clock. The Bears are at 3. The Patriots are at 3 o'clock on Sunday against the Texans, and it's Bears Rams at the nightcap. And then Saturday you got what's the first one Saturday afternoon? I think it's the Denver. I think it's Buffalo.
Probably gonna be 4:30.
I think it's Buffalo and Denver is the first one, and then the night game.
That's early for them.
The night game, well, because it's on in the mountain region, and then the San Fran Seattle game is Saturday night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
you got 4 awesome games. I mean, they'll be awesome games. They will.
Yeah.
And we will pick them on Friday night. But I will tell you right now, Seattle, I think Sam Darnold has to. This is his moment. We're going to find out who he is right now because it's all set up for him. They got home field. Yeah. He's got a good team around him.
You beat him 2 weeks ago, and now they're worse off.
Yeah, they're worse off. They don't have Kittle. That's a big loss. So this is set up for him. So we're going to see what the kid does. But you're right. This is going to be a defining moment for him.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yep.
So we will preview those games Friday night. Before we end this segment, as you know, there's no light up here because he technically wasn't fired. He stepped down. Mike Tomlin is no longer the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I don't know if this is true. This might be Shefty talking out of his ass because he's done it before. But he is adamant about how he's going to take a year off and not coach.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It makes sense, but again, it depends on the offers that he gets. Because honestly, if you want him as bad as I think the Giants should want him,
It's a culture changer, man.
you should be a blank check and tell us what do you want. Just what do you want?
Yep.
Because if I'm them, that is what I would do. What
if he just wants to go do TV for a year? Just
you have to make the call.
Oh, without a doubt.
You have to make.
You got to make a lot more money.
You have to make the call.
Coaching.
Basically, if I'm the Giants, I am putting a blank check in front of that man.
And you got to put some trades.
I'm saying, look, I don't want you to make a decision on the phone. I want to meet face to face and talk to you. That's all I want. And when I go in that meeting, I hand the biggest blank check this country's ever seen and go, "What do you want?
Yep.
What would it take?" And let him fill it out. Let him fill it out.
Even with the fact that, like we're talking about how he hadn't won a playoff game in 10 years. Even with all that, you still feel like
he hasn't had a quarterback, and it's not his fault.
Yeah.
You just said it. They could have drafted Jackson Dart. The fucking organization dropped the ball. They had a shot to get that kid. They didn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They hitched their wheels to the wagon of the guy I kept saying is the most overrated fraud this side of LeBron James. And once again, I was proven right. So if I am your New York Giants, I am flying to him wherever he is, and I am bringing the biggest fucking blank check you've ever seen and just say, what do you want? What do you want? What do you need to do what you want to do? This is about your legacy now. Your legacy in Pittsburgh is set. This is about you climbing up the coaching ranks all the time. What is it going to take? And I will tell you right now, they have the quarterback.
Yeah.
They have the quarterback. And I'd say, what are you thinking for an offensive coordinator? Think about what we have for a quarterback. How do we want to use him? Have this conversation. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't, you're going to... The Giants should get this guy. Whether it's here's the problem.
If they do.
But here's the problem. If he takes the year off.
Oh my God.
If you're the Giants, I go in with the guy you brought as the intern. Just let him run it for the next year because I'm going to go after him next year.
They're not doing it.
Well, then that's where they're going to fuck up because if they don't get him,
well, the Tennessee Titans do it all the time,
and that's why the Tennessee Titans.
And you go all the way back to the Houston Oilers franchise.
I'm just saying,
1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, 1 year.
You name me a candidate out there right now as good as him. As good, there isn't one.
No, so here's what I would say is there's so many. There's a good amount of strong coaches available, and the only tough part about doing what you said is if you do that and then you still miss on him.
Mm-hmm. If you miss on him, it's because he doesn't sign with anybody. Other than that, you shouldn't miss on him.
Because next year, who knows, another job opens up and what if he thinks it's better than the Giants' job? You know what I'm saying? Because part of it is...
If we want to do an early peek into next season...
Who plays Pittsburgh next year? Let's see who
Baltimore doesn't have a coach either.
Yeah, I know. I saw a joke today where they said they
whole division.
I know, like Zach Taylor's got to be like, thank God. But there was a picture today I pulled up. I thought that was funny. I should have sent it to you guys. And it was like just have them all switch teams and see what happens. There it is, right there.
Yeah, and they'll all
That's funny.
Have them all switch teams.
Well, apparently, like Harbaugh has like pretty tight ties to Cleveland.
I did not hear that. I did not hear that.
Like he honeymooned there, his parents are from there, or some shit.
Honeymoon in Cleveland.
Something like that.
See, I told
Maybe
you
his
he's
parents-
That brought me Joakim Noah. Nobody goes to Cleveland.
Nobody goes
It's
to
like,
I'm
what's
not
so,
going to sit here and give LeBron all this
what's so
credit.
good about Cleveland?
Yeah.
You ever been to
You ever been to
Cleveland?
We-
Cleveland?
and
Who
in
says what a vacation?
In the Northeast, we call it the mistake by the lake.
Yes, sir.
That's what it is, the mistake by the lake. I'm just saying that if I'm the Giants, that is what I do.
Yeah.
And if you don't get him
Then I
because
can do that.
because he wants to take the year off, then he takes the year off. But you're
Teams
back
got to trade for him, too.
you're back to square one, and
But you still have Stefanski. You still have Harbaugh. Like, the
all right,
coach isn't there.
who's your second option if you don't get him?
Like, who do you think they'll hire versus who you want?
So I think.
No. Tell me who you want, and then tell me what you think they'll do.
Well, so I really wanted Harbaugh until you shit all over him and kind of made me rethink it.
I didn't have to shit all over him. He loafed all over himself.
No, you did, because everybody else is blowing the guy.
Go back to the Patriots
Boomer
game.
size.
9.5 minutes to go. Derrick
Look at the
Henry.
past couple of years, he's not wrong because
No,
there's a
I'm
lot of
saying
bad
he
calls.
changed my
All those
opinion
fourth
of it.
downs he went for was like, why'd you do that? You know?
I don't want to toot my own horn here, but beep beep. Tom, your own words, not mine. Who do you come to for 99%
No, I
of your
know. I
sports information?
know. You.
And Tiki
No,
Barber,
98.4.
because Tiki's the other 1.6. And Tiki also said, "Don't hire this guy," didn't he? You said that
He
to
didn't
me.
say don't hire him. He said he'd rather have Stefanski. So if I'm going with
That's
that,
translation. Don't hire him.
no, because he also said, look,
Do you think
Harbaugh's a good coach.
Do you think Stefanski's got an
my
axe
thing
to
is,
grind
I don't
because
know
he's
shit about
this kind of a
any of these.
wacky
Well,
thing in
I don't
Cleveland?
know.
But hold on a second. The
Yeah.
problem. Here's the problem, and it's not a problem for Stefanski. Here's what the Giants have to take consideration. If there's an organization out there more fucked up than them, it's the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Yeah,
But that
right.
guy,
They're the ones. They got rid of his quarterback and brought in this.
But I wouldn't say the Jets are
and
any worse than
destroyed
the
that.
Jets.
No,
though.
I mean, Stefanski hasn't had a quarterback in 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So if we're
And
going to
the
give
Browns
Well, he's had a lot of quarterbacks, just not one that
not
can
a
beat
good
him.
one,
Browns are actually competitive still.
they are.
You know, they always have a good defense. If you can bring Jim Schwartz with them,
Schwartzy.
like that would be a good combo.
I'm just saying. If
Based
Tomlin-
on that, I'd go Stefanski.
Okay. Now
As the second option.
Now, see, that makes sense to me because I was going to say I thought the number 2 option if Tomlin's not available is Stefanski because the thing about Cleveland is that organization is probably the most fucked up. They're more fucked up than the Jets.
Trash.
I can't believe I'm saying this. They're more fucked up than the New York Jets. If you're more fucked up than the New York Jets, you done fucked up. You
Yeah.
done
Well,
fucked
see, the
up.
Jets have a shot at Tomlin because look.
Mike Tomlin would be smart to not
No,
go
I'm
there.
just saying in terms of timing. In terms of timing, because with Aaron Glenn coming back, right?
they do
suck
like-
again, and
he's
Tomlin
gone.
can boom,
Yeah.
he's gone.
He's not
and
going to
Mike.
the Jets.
Yeah,
let you
but there's no way you go
There's
to the Jets.
nothing.
I'm not
He's got
saying-
to. I know he's
Until
got too much cash.
Woody
Timing wise, though,
Yeah.
Woody Johnson dies because he ain't going to sell, there's no reason to go to the New York Jets because he'll fuck it up. He'll just fuck it. I got 50 years to tell you on his resume to show you how much he's fucked things up. He did. He's fucked things up 6 ways to Sunday.
Almost 60.
Even when they
he will
get
spend money.
it's no good to spend money. The fucking Cleveland Browns spent money. How'd that
I'm
work
saying,
out?
If a guy like Tomlin comes in, and maybe a guy like Woody Johnson backs off, I don't know.
He didn't back off when Parcells was there. Parcells is better than Tomlin.
Yep.
So if Bill Parcells couldn't push this guy away, it ain't happening. Bill Parcells can burp and you'll fucking faint. He'll push you away. This guy didn't budge. So no, I don't believe that. He has to die. The New York Jets have no hope. Because honestly, they could get the number 1 pick this year. He'd fuck it up. He'd fuck it up. And I don't care if he spends money. You got to spend them responsibly. Okay. So that's just as important as spend responsibly. Okay. What good is all that money? And see the Cleveland Browns and their $230 million bust. Okay, who by the way he was an all-pro quarterback, and then he went there. Like so, to me, if it's the Giants,
Fully guaranteed.
it's Tomlin and Stefanski, and Stefanski I think is a realistic option.
Yeah.
Because if I'm him and I haven't had a quarterback, there's Jackson Dart. There's the number 1, that front 4. He loves front 4s, defense.
But he could go to Tennessee too, kind of under the radar a little bit. He's got Cam Ward, Stefanski.
They don't have. They're not as ready to roll as the
I mean,
No, they're not. But
Atlanta's got a good roster, but the quarterback is in flux a little bit.
yeah, the quarterback
well,
situation
they
is
have
50
to.
there.
They have to.
They might.
They have to
Cousins
give.
after March.
They have to. Penix keeps getting hurt. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's been him the whole
I know.
all 6 years in college.
So it's like
6
He
years.
can.
Yeah, because he
I
had
know.
two medical
And
years.
when he played well. I know he can play. He
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
stay healthy.
He's a kid you root for, too,
Yeah, I
you know
do
what
root
I
for him.
mean?
He's a good dude. But to me, the Giants are the most ready in terms of what they already have in place.
I like what they got in place.
Because honestly,
I'm like,
if I'm the
this
Giants and I
could
can't
be
get
pretty cool to
Tomlin,
watch.
I get Stefanski, I draft the shutdown corner with my first pick or another stud receiver, one of the two.
You get your boy to stop sleeping in Abdul Carter sleeping in fucking meetings.
Yeah,
You did.
No, they did.
Yeah,
He wouldn't blink
Or-
if Tomlin was in the room.
He wasn't the one that was looking at porn, was it? There was
No.
there's another guy that was looking at porn during meetings.
No, he was falling asleep and coming late, and Brian Dable apparently didn't do anything about it. Mike Kafka did something about it. And then last month of the season, he had a great month. And then in the final game, when everybody was cheering about the win, he quieted everybody down and said, look, I'm glad everybody's happy about the win, but next year we can't be in this place again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was in that room, I would have said, yeah, if you hadn't slept half the fucking year, we might not be.
Yeah.
But thanks for the sentiment.
Yeah. No shit.
I mean, I'm glad he got there, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Last game of the season? Come on.
So we'll end on that. Segment 2 will come back. NBA update, Boston Celtics. If there was ever an indictment on how important Jason Tatum is, you just got it. Segment 2 coming right up.
Did they lose to last night?